Oh, hi and welcome. Don't mind me, I'm just working on the founding document of our new country. I know there's a passage in Romans that talks about submitting to your governing authorities, but when our current government authorities started violating our God-given rights, we felt that it was time to figure out our own system. Now, don't get me wrong, we definitely tried working with the British. We sent multiple petitions, and even after the shooting started, there were plenty of those that wanted to make peace. But in the end, well, you know. So what I'm doing right now is working on a new governing authority for the country. What's that? You thought that the president was the governing authority? Well, who gave the president that power? Who established Congress and the courts? That's right, the governing authority of the country, the Constitution. All other authorities in the country serve under and by permission of our founding document. It is the highest authority in the land, and most countries in your modern world have one. The people who are the quickest to remind everyone on the other side about Romans 13 usually only apply it to the president. But the Constitution is the ultimate authority of the land, and it gives different branches of government different powers. So what happens when, say, a president and his administration start directly violating the Constitution? Or since the Constitution gives Congress the ability to make laws, what happens when a president violates those laws? Or violates a court order from the judicial branch? Should you just go along with it because Romans 13? Did we just go along with it when the British issued oppressive decrees? Now, I'm not saying that you should be rebelling against your government. There are other remedies. But if the president is opposing the governing authority of the land, do you support his administration or the governing authority? These aren't hypotheticals. They're happening in your world today, in America and in numerous other places around the world. The purpose of Romans 13 is to say, be good citizens. Don't break the law. Don't cause unnecessary problems. It was never meant to be used to say, allow the government to do anything that it wants to anyone it wants. There's a great man in your time, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who talks about God's laws being higher than man's laws. And as long as man's laws don't contradict God's laws, then we can follow them. But once man's laws and God's laws come into conflict with each other, we have to choose God's laws. Take a look at Acts 5:29. Even Paul himself, the author of Romans 13, was writing it from a Roman jail because he followed God's laws first. So be a good citizen as per Romans 13, but understand that the governing authority that has been established by God is the U.S. Constitution, not the Trump administration, not the Biden administration, or any other. Those exist only by the rules laid out in the Constitution. And when those rules are violated, our duty as good Christian citizens is to the Constitution. God first, Constitution second, governing entities third. Now let me get back to work.